It is race day. So everything is kind of ready. So we were loaded up last Friday to go racing last Saturday at Tri-County, but I ended up getting really sick. So pretty much haven't done much on the car because it is race day. I got to do a couple setup changes, going to a different track. So yeah, we should just be about ready. I got to clean up the car a little bit and just put everything back in the trailer and load up. It's a little wet out today. Let me show you. This morning it rained a little bit, but it should be clear for the rest of the day. I did get this wrap in because my other body panel's over there ready to go on. So next week, that's what we'll be working on, is putting hanging the new body on it and wrapping it. Next week, we could race at Southern, Deep South, or Tri-County. So not really sure where we're gonna end up, but I don't know. All right, so this was the cover I was working on yesterday. It is now dry. Are you kidding me? Hopefully you can just flick that off there, but yeah. So this is what I hate about the bagging. You see all these lines and everything, all these creases? It's just, I think I have too much vacuum pressure in there that's causing it to do that. But the front side looks good. It's just a regular 3-bolt. This is a 3-bolt, not the 3D Zeus. Yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, that's unfortunate. I gotta figure that out. Maybe just have less vacuum pressure in there. I tried to grind some of it out of the way, but nonetheless, this thing's still very light. And the carbon lay looks pretty good on this one. Anyway, I'm just giving this one away to get tested tonight on a pure stock or street stock. I'm not sure what he's running, but yeah, he's gonna run it on there and put the durability test to it. Man, I feel like we're gonna have a good car tonight. Just did some changes on the left rear. Yeah, I really hope we get a good pill draw. Makes it a hell of a lot easier. And then I'm also loading up our merch. So I got t-shirts, hoodies, and koozies, all of which are like the same design. But shirts are 20, hoodies are 30, and then koozies are 5. I'll show you what they look like. They look pretty good. So this is the front of a shirt. This is a large here. Here is, it's like a cord blend. It's 50% cotton, 50% polyester. But the front, flip it around, show you the back. These came out awesome. Colors look really good. The orange pops, the blue really pops. You got the bush light in the background, nice little touch. All the sponsors there. Yeah, hit me up if you want one. I'm gonna have them at the track, and of course I can ship them out. Gosh darn it. Go. Alright, so we just got done with hot laps. Car felt pretty good. I just don't know why we all went out there at once. Just not a whole lot of room to really open it up and push it hard, but car felt good. So that was a big refresher. It ran good too. Last time we were here, we were dealing with a bunch of stumbling issues. That don't seem to be the case. So I drew a pretty crappy pill draw after just talking about not. So I'm probably starting the back of the last heat. See what we can do. This is the last race on this body. I gotta get up to the front somehow. Got a couple more cars sewed up. Started 6th, finished 3rd. Towards the end there, I caught up with the first two. Got in a pile up, I think, lap 1, going in at 3 and 4, had nowhere to go. Car came up from the bottom, and I think no one really had. It was just a bad spot for everybody. Body work is needed. Let me show you. We fixed it up a little bit, but just got this decking piece. And it's the last race on this one anyways. Once we get this left rear ground, we're gonna check toe. Yeah. Friday night. So that was actually a week ago. Tonight, when I'm filming this part. The car is junked. I mean, junked. Everything that I did to this car in the off season, when I put on all that new front suspension, steering rack, everything, bumper, junked. Only 4 races and thousands of dollars just out the window. So let me show you the car, show you the damage. So initially I thought it was just going to be a front clip, just like these front horns here, get them straightened out, I'd be good to go. But you can see it got up into the radiator there. The steering rack is bent. Like, that is a solid bar that is coming out of here. Like, it's a solid inch thick out of the inside this boot, and it is bent down. Sucks. I got this front T-bar. This front T-bar is like welded on. Pulled it out over here. This is all like my old stuff from last year. We had to use a weight ballast mount just to get a new lower arm on here to get it on the trailer. This is actually my left rear traction shock that we put kind of like a coilover kit on just to help get it on the trailer, get it on its own weight. But yeah, it bent that up pretty good. Headers just got annihilated by that tire. Pulled the hardware out of the block there. Let me just show you the engine plate on the car and where it mounts. It bent that up pretty good there too. So, sucks. That's not the only thing. So I found some stuff bent further back. Under here you can see my trans is leaking now. But take a look at that crossbar there. Yeah, and this bar here runs back up to this rear end here. So maybe just looks like that seal came out a little bit. But yeah, that sucks. Talked to Barry Wright about taking it to getting it clipped. They said in the off season they would have to cut the whole car up to kind of get it to where they're at now, which is pretty much what they're gonna have to do. A new 2023 chassis with your decking and cockpit runs, so I think just bare chassis powder coated with all the tabs, door bars, bumpers and stuff is like $8,500. That's for a 2023 chassis. To add decking and cockpits, an extra $2,500. So you're at around 11 grand for a brand new 2023 chassis. And that's no front suspension parts. That's literally just chassis, deck, and cockpit. No brake lines, nothing. So that's kind of out of the option, a little bit more than I was wanting to spend. And you really don't need, I mean, there's guys out there with brand new cars in the 602s, but at the end of the day, we're 602s. I mean, every Heim that I replaced on this car this year, each one was an FK rod in, and those are like 120 bucks a piece. So per swedge tube, you got 200 bucks on it just Heims. And those in the wreck are all fine. They're all free. They're like nothing ever happened, you know. It bent whatever swedge tube was mounted on them, but those Heims, they're definitely worth the money. So that being said, I got a lot of good bolt-ons on this car. This is a 2013. It's like, of course, as y'all saw, the forward right front arm. The newer Barry Wrights have a reverse mount arm, kind of like a Capital where they're towards the back. I think most newer cars are that way just to get you that much more right front clearance. But I found a car in Georgia and we're gonna go get it tomorrow morning. It is it's a roller. It's 2010. It's 3 years older than the car I have now. But pretty much everything on it, I'm going to yank off and put my stuff on. I'm pretty much buying it for just the chassis and the decking. It has flat black decking. Looks like the guy kind of keeps it underneath a tarp, underneath a pole barn. So it's not like the cleanest find. But we're going to literally strip it down to the frame and go through everything. I'm making these carbon fiber parts. I plan on doing some trick things with that coming soon. I'm actually filming this because I'm waiting for a pre-coat to dry. But yeah, it's at a good price point to where I can get back racing this season, because I'm only guaranteed to be here at Eglin until next September. It's already, I have like a year and, what is it, May? A year and a couple months left of being guaranteed to be here, if that makes sense. After that, I'm fair game back to the Air Force to get moved to wherever. So I thought about it long and hard if I'm just going to hold out, save some money, get a newer car, but then that would leave me with half of next season potentially of racing. And I'd rather get as much racing in as I can while I'm here. So, and if I'm still here in September of 2023, if I haven't gotten orders yet, that off season I will get a newer car and, you know, maybe even switch classes. I'm kind of looking at going the modified route after we get done with this guy. I forgot to show you, this was the right front bead lock. You know, this $450 thing, 4 races old, same as this tire. Bead lock, got it pretty good there. But this was the cover that I made out of this carbon fiber. It's got a pretty gnarly scratch and some road rash there, but no cracks, nothing. And I handmade that. That's pretty cool. That's a good testament. So a lot of you guys are running these metal mud covers. This is, it would probably look a lot worse than this if I had a metal cover on that front. But this one, it's lighter and obviously a lot stronger. So we're gonna continue running that guy. But yeah, I also forgot to show you guys kind of when he got pinched up into me coming out of the mud. Kind of bent this driver door bar here. That was probably the hardest hit I've ever had. I mean, I was wide open coming out of that corner. Didn't even see him down there until the wheel got yanked out of my hands and I was staring at the wall. So really had no time to do anything. The guy did come over and apologize. Said he got down in the mud and pushed up into me. And if you guys seen a couple laps before, I got down in the mud and kind of pushed up as well. So I understand. It just sucks being the bug on the windshield on that deal. But you know, that's the risk we take when we unload a car at a racetrack. So, oh yeah, I was pretty pissed. I didn't really want to talk to him. But hearing from some other people, I guess he was telling some other people that if he were to get out of the gas, it'd been a different story. Don't really know what was going on. I know he's an older dude. Gotta respect them older dudes, but I didn't want to hear any apologies. I didn't even want to talk to him. I was pretty furious. Like, I actually ripped the door off the trailer because it wouldn't stay open as I was trying to thrash to get tools and parts. Like, I was kind of getting into that blackout pissed off mode. Like, and I still am. Like, it is, I really haven't worked on the car much just because every time I walk in here, I want to peep when I look at it, honestly. Like, that's kind of where I'm at. But, you know, getting this other car is going to help me get back in a right frame of mind. And working on these carbon fiber parts has also been helping me kind of get back to it. So, yeah, it sucks. Man, it's just, this is not the year to be tearing up expensive stuff. And that's kind of why I was wanting to wait, because a lot of guys are going to start selling out because of the economy and everything. And I'm sure there's going to be a really smoking deal that I'm going to kick myself in the butt for not waiting for. But at the end of the day, I need to get back racing to be sane. Anyways, we're waiting for this coat to dry on this mold here before I start laying some carbon. Here's some covers that I'm working on now. Just experimenting with different techniques. So this was a wet lay. There's a couple defects in it, you can see there, but yeah, this one is about ready. It needs some sanding and then clear coat. This one needs a lot more sanding, you can tell from the epoxy. I tried to do a backfill to see if I could get rid of some of those defects, which I did. It just looks like crap right here, so that definitely needs a lot more sanding. This one is fresh from a mold that I cut out and started to sand. You can see all the little bubbles. I gotta sand, and then I'm gonna put epoxy over it and sand again. And then this one here is fresh from a mold. This one actually looks pretty good. You can kind of see a couple little defects, but with some sanding and then reapplying a epoxy, I think we can get them to work. So these four are gonna go back out to Arizona to be ran on a dwarf car. The guy ordered 3, I've got another one, and then I'm making 3 more for another guy out there. So 4 is gonna go to a mod light, and then 3 are gonna go to a dwarf car. This one is a 3-bolt 15-inch. Getting ready to do something special with it. We're gonna experiment putting some color into it. So this is a custom order here as well. Got to make 2 of these purple sparkle ones. We're gonna see how they turn out. I could either waste a bunch of money in material and time, or this is gonna really come out really cool and everyone's gonna be trying to buy them. So I've got purple and blue right now. I can order any other color if y'all want. If this actually turns out to be cool, let me know. But yeah, just feeling pretty dry, so I think we're about ready to start mixing this stuff up and getting this one to cure overnight. So I'm getting ready to make this and the base plate out of carbon fiber. My thinking is this is gonna lead to a lot cooler air temps because you don't have these metal base plate and top plate sitting there heating the air up as it's going by it into the carburetor. I figure carbon fiber would stay a little bit cooler than this aluminum would. Now, would that make a big difference on a little 602? Probably not. I probably won't even notice nothing, but you know, it's all the little things that add up over time. Okay, I got little things here, little things there, little things over there. You know, we're a little bit quicker. I don't know. But anyways, guys, I found a glass tabletop on Facebook Marketplace I need to go pick up. Hopefully she still has it, because I'm planning on making big carbon fiber sheets. Because I'm going to be doing this under decking coverage. So the new car doesn't have these panels that help protect the lift bar and everything there. I'm going to actually make these out of carbon fiber for the new car. It's not too hard. I'm going to make some cardboard templates and just make cardboard or carbon fiber panels. And then I have to weld on some chassis tabs to mount them to. But I think it would look pretty bitchin' to have all of that carbon fiber. And as well as I'm gonna make a dash and maybe a drive shaft tunnel. I figure having one of these tunnels right here made out of carbon fiber than 40 thousandths aluminum would be a lot safer in the event a drive shaft comes undone. So I don't know, if y'all have any ideas of stuff you need made, let me know. I'm pretty new at it. As y'all saw, I'm still having plenty of defects, but compared to the first cover that I've made, I have gotten quite a bit better. So, I mean, I do charge per my ability as well. I know these carbon fiber covers range from $75 to $100 depending on where you get them. I sell mine for 50 bucks for a 15-inch, 45 for a 13-inch. There's some interest in a micro sprint cover. I don't really have a mold for that. Don't really have a price range for that. If y'all are interested in a micro sprint that run a 10-inch cover, let me know. Maybe we can start making them. I just don't know if it's really worth the time and money to, you know, do it. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you sticking with me through this video. It's a crappy video, I know, but maybe we'll have that car tomorrow. I am perfectly fine driving 3 hours one way to not come back with something, I guess. If it ain't what I want, if it ain't nice, stuff's messed up on it, I ain't getting it. All right, I'm fine waiting. I'll make these covers and go to the races and help everybody else, you know. But as much as I want to get racing, I'm not all about blowing more money on stuff that ain't right. So appreciate y'all watching. If you could, please subscribe, like, and comment down below, and I'll see y'all in the next video.